In this tutorial, I will show you how to run your TypeScript code on a browser. I will make a simple HTML website with 3 input fields corresponding to a person's personal information and a button that triggers a function to make a sentence with the information provided in the input boxes. For this purpose, I will continue working on the code from the last video. So if you missed that one, the link to the whole playlist is in the description below. In order to run our TypeScript code on a browser, we first need to compile it to a JavaScript and then run the JavaScript on the browser. However, only a JavaScript file will do nothing on a browser without an HTML web page. So the first thing I will do is create an HTML file called sentence maker and start writing the HTML content. Let's say document type is HTML and this is the HTML document. Then we need to define the document's body and use a title. Next, I will add 3 input fields corresponding to my 3 properties of the class person, which are name, age, and city. Then I will create a button which will work as a trigger for a function that will print out a sentence into a paragraph. And let's make a paragraph with an ID sentence. We will need this ID later. At this point, let's make sure that our HTML code works as expected. So let's run it on a browser. To do that, save the file, then right-click on it and copy the file path. Now open a browser, I prefer using Google Chrome, and paste the file path into the URL bar. Press enter and you should see the form that we just created in HTML. Okay, now the form is there, but it doesn't do anything yet. So here is when our TypeScript code comes into play. Let's bind our generated JavaScript file to the HTML page by writing the following line of code. Now let's return to the TypeScript code. Here we can create a new function and call it print sentence. Because this function will not return anything, we define it as void. Let's create a further object of type person again. And now, instead of passing fixed values to each of the properties, we will load the values from our input fields from the HTML page. In order to do that, we need to use DOM elements for each of the inputs. Note that we need to parse the age as an integer because the property age of the class person is of type number, and obviously the age of a person must be a number. To write text into the paragraph with the ID sentence we created on the HTML page, we need to use another DOM element and assign it to the value returned by the function makeSentence. Now we can delete this code section since we don't need it anymore. Let's save the code and compile it. There is one more thing left to do and our program should work as expected. We only need to assign our new function printSentence to the button we created before. Let's do that quickly on the HTML page by copying and pasting the name of the printSentence function to the onClick action of the button. Save the HTML and that's it. Now go to the browser window, refresh the page and add some inputs. I will call this person John. He is 20 years old and lives in London. Let's click on the button and here is the generated sentence. If I change the person's name and click the button again, the sentence will also change accordingly. Alright, that's it for this one. I'm excited to hear any comments from you, so please use the comment section below if you have any questions or want to add something I missed. If you would like to support me in making more videos, all you need to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel and share the video with your friends. It means the world to me. Thank you for doing that and see you in the next one. Bye!